very proud to be here today and representing the 30 years of Chicano Broadcasting Committee, and I want to give the committee a big hand. We've been working with everybody's help, and that includes every single one of you who've attended the past fundraisers and also for today, because we had to start someplace. And Jim Hernandez, along with JJ, had a vision, and they talked to us about it, and now we're here today, and we're very, wow, this vision is really happening, and we can do this on a yearly basis.
Okay, this first award is being presented by a member of the committee, and all the presenters tonight are members of this committee that have worked together for a full year, have went through a lot of turbulence, a lot of losses in our family, deaths in the family, sicknesses, illnesses. We were at each other's throat. We were getting up, pissed off, walking away from the meetings. I mean, and they become close friends through 1 year. It's been 1 year of doing this with them, and we've met every Thursday or every other Thursday or whenever we could get together and do this. Some of us have been in it all the way from day one till today, and this is the final hour. So here to present the award, the first award of the night, is Sylvia and Abe. Sylvia and Abe are local Dakota local people. Sylvia's become like a sister to me. Knowing her when we did the dances previously, started playing the old school, and she was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, you're taking me back. Play Ring My Bell, play Rockin' the Casbah, play, play this song. She was like in my mind, like when I was DJing, I was throwing everything she was playing, so it was a good party, it was a good event. Anyway, Sylvia and Abe.
Hello, everybody. Our first recipient was born in San Jose, Califas, on November 8th, 1957. His parents were from Fresno in Arizona. Both of his parents worked as farm workers, and in their youth, later on moved to the Condado de Santa Clara to work on Cannery Road. This recipient has lived in East San Jose most of his life, has an extended family, a wife of 25 years, 7 children, híjole. This recipient began listening to KKUP 91.5 FM in 1976. His volunteer work at KKUP began in 1984 as a community representative on the board of directors, and later he began co-hosting a community affairs program in 1987. Latinos had to ensure we had a voice at the decision-making table so that our gente could have our voices on their airwaves. His DJ mentors at KKUP included his compadre Fabian El Fabuloso Elizondo, Jesus Chulus Orozco, Jose Pepe Montes de Oca, who's from Dakota, by the way, Ray Firme Baeza. The Lowrider Louie show on the Alma Latina program at KKUP began around 1994 to help ensure that Nuestra Gente, los Chicanos, continue to have radio programming in the South Bay and Monterey Bay areas. The Lowrider Louie show today is a mix of oldies, Latin rock, soul, Latin oldies, and movimiento music. His goal is to continue bringing more gente onto the airwaves to also keep La Onda Chicana strong. Yes. Now it's a great honor and privilege to honor our recipient, Louie Rocha Jr.
I began listening to KKUP about 30 years ago, and I got hooked up to the station through one of my compadres. He was a DJ at the station and asked me if I wanted to be involved, and I became involved as a volunteer and was serving on the board of directors as a community representative, and that's how I got started. It's something that I think is long overdue to have Chicanos recognize other Chicanos, and especially those that are contributing to the cultura, keeping the onda bajita alive and keeping our gente together, united, and doing a great thing. You know, it's right on, man. It's firme.
Congratulations.
¡Que viva la raza!
Que viva! Órale! Well, first off, I have to acknowledge my baby doll, my wife, my homegirl. I knew her as La Sleepy when I first met her, but She's been taking a slow ride with me through all of this. And also I want to acknowledge all the gente, because it's with the love that we have, it's a labor of love, but it's also a love for our gente that we continue to do this. And I also want to acknowledge JJ. Man, bro, when I grow up, I want to be like you. 30 years, man. Congratulations on a job well done.
¡Sí se puede!
Órale.
All right, next up is a couple of other members of the committee that have been with us for a while and now is also going to be fronting this band here. One of them, Teresa, she's going to be being she's now with the jamming band, who's going to be performing later. And Susie, can you welcome them up?
I'm here to present this next award to a man whose voice we've heard over the past 21 years in radio, KKUP 91.5 FM, every first Saturday of the month. He's been responsible for maintaining the music that has been part of our culture, blending oldies, old school, Chicano rock, norteño, salsa, and ranchera music. He's been a strong influence on the Latino News and View show, which features updates and forums on issues within the Latino community, such as education, political viewpoints, events, rallies, violence, philosophy, and propositions. Apart from informing the community on the importance of education in our cultura, he has had guests on his show, such as the famoso salsero Oscar de Leon, activist Dolores Huerta, and of course, our beloved hero Cesar Chavez, just to name a few. He's also a community activist and a member of the cultural roots group Calpuli Tonaleque, which features Aztec dancers and brings teachers from Mexico to teach our community about ancient Mexican history, philosophy, and culture. Also known as Firme Rey, he strives to teach and introduce his audience to their ancient roots, which go back hundreds of years before the first Europeans set foot on this continent, while promoting the ancient language of Nahuatl. One of his teachings he has shared with his listeners is, you have to know where you came from before you know where you are going. His goal and achievement has been to mix the great songs and música that we grew up listening to with the ancient music and teachings of our beautiful culture, people, and artists. In our primary and ancient language of Nahuatl, it is said, Mexicatiahui, meaning, Adelante, Mexicanos. And I hear a grito. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you and present this award to honor Chicanos in broadcasting to the man whose honorable Mexica name means turquoise owl, to Mr. Techicuauhtli Rey Baeza.
It's one of the loves of my life. You know, we do it to bring this music, to bring the culture, you know, to bring the creativity of our people to our people, you know, and KKUP is one of the few community-based radio stations that is 100% listener-sponsored, and so, you know, it's great to be here. I'm really thankful for Jim and the committee to sponsor this type of event. You know, I think there's a lot of folks that need to be honored and recognized, you know, for bringing, keeping not just, you know, the oldies, Chicano rock, Chicano groove, you know, the Mexican music, you know, the stuff that we party to and get married to, get divorced from, you know, keep that as a part of our culture and a part of who we are. It's all about the gente, it's all about the community, and KKUP is People's Radio, man. So it's great to be here.
Wow. That was something else. Well, you know, Louie said everything I was going to say. But I'm just really honored and humbled, you know, by this award. You know, when we started out doing radio, it was just, you know, we didn't get paid for it. We just show up, you know, every weekend, and our show or anybody else's show, to go help out and be a part of, you know, putting the cultura and the música out there. So who would have known one day somebody would have recognized that, you know, we've been doing this for so long and stuff, you know. So, you know, and in that vein, I'll say, JJ, get down, brother. 30 years, man. We're catching up to you, though, right now. 22 years. We'll be there pretty soon. You know, so, thank you. And just remember, that a lot of the instruments that we play as musicians, a lot of the music came from our ancestors, A lot of those ayakashli, or what they call maracas, those are ancient instruments, the drums, the bongo, all of that comes from our ancestors, So remember that. Before there was gringos on this continent, it was our gente. Okay? And be proud of it, learn about it. And there's something we say that the sister here said, like back in the 60s, 70s, we used to say Chicano power and si se puede and all that. Well, the new one, for the future, Mexica Tiawe, Mexicanos adelante. Mexica! Tiawe, Mexica! 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 Tiawe, Mexicas.
Big Ray's been a buddy of mine for quite a while, man, and he's always down for the community and down for the events. Next up to present the next award are two DJs. She is one of the few female DJs around and getting known out there. He's been a DJ for many years. Can you welcome DJ Jose and DJ Maria de la Cruz, aka DJ La Cruz.
Hello everyone. We're here to honor somebody that has just come on to the scene. Beer Run Bobby emerged on the radio scene in January 2007. His voice boomed over the airwaves in KSCU 103 FM at Santa Clara University. With legends of radio echoing in his mind, he tried to mimic those styles to hopefully create a fan base. As time passed, he found his own voice and combined his down and brown style with his unique comedian approach. His off-the-wall scene of humor quickly caught on and built a loyal and diverse following. He soon found himself wanting to reach more people and stumbling upon a small radio broadcasting station with a huge signal on the east side of San Jose. Bobby then started to build his radio career into a self-made business. KSQQ 96.1 FM is now the home of Beer Run Bobby, oldies show. Armed with a group of mom and pop advertisers, Beer Run Bobby helps promote local events, up and coming bands, and fully support charities by following his free airtime to help contribute back to the community. Although running his business and being creative week after week can be exhausting, Beer Run Bobby loves his fans and all who support and contribute to his show. His passion to entertain and give the people a voice and makes all hard work worth it. I am very honored and privileged to be able to present this to Robert Saenz and for being here and broadcast award.
Well, I was drinking beer one night with my friend, and there was crazy white guy was on the radio doing heavy metal. I was like, hey, maybe he'll like my prank calls because I record prank calls. I like to call people with missing pets and ask for ransom money. And he liked the prank calls and offered me a job at the radio station, and boom, here I am. JJ, 30 years in the game. As classy as he is, he helps everyone knows him. He's JJ, he's a god. And to even be paired up with him for any ceremony, I'm not supposed to be here. I've been doing it a couple years. I have fun making people laugh, but it's a dream to be here. Thank you, JJ. JJ actually made it possible that I'm here. So, away from the Beer Run Bobby character, my name is Robert Saenz, and I'm really, really happy that I'm here, man. Really happy.
You know, when they invited me to come over here, I thought it was a trap. I got here looking for that big bucket of pig blood like you carried. So I talk a lot of smack on the radio, you know. Beer Run Bobby is a wonderful character I developed to help Rocha laugh and smile no matter what. And this is really touching because I worked so hard to be funny and weird, And I didn't think you guys would do this for me. Thank you. Before I go, I have a very special dedication for you guys. Hopefully you'll laugh. Yeah, that's right. To La Llorona from the Cucuy. Thank God you drowned the kids, or I'll be stuck paying child support like Beer Run Bobby.
Next up are two more presenters that are members of the Low Conspiracy Car Club, and they are going to present the next award to another gentleman that I know of here, and that is Rosie and Sergio Martinez. We can welcome them up.
Let's go to Mr. David Madrid. He has been broadcasting live on 91.5 FM KKUP for 8 years now, producing a weekly morning talk show, Block to Block Radio, and a twice monthly late night funk and soul show, San Jose. Born and raised in East San Jose, he developed a strong love for music and community, which led him to the airwaves. As a published journalist, youth mentor, and Chicano activist, he uses the talk show as a vehicle to inform as well as to entertain, by covering a wide range of issues from police brutality to lowrider car shows. He has created a much-needed platform to give a voice to the unheard. Mr. David Madrid.
Basically, I got interested in radio, getting the word out. You know, being a longtime activist, Chicano activist in the east side of San Jose, it was just a great vehicle to get our words out there. I mean, we do what we do, not for fame, not for fortune, not for money. We do it for the love. And doing it for about 8 years now, young in the game, but it's truly an honor to be acknowledged.
Oh man, I want to thank everyone for this award right here, especially the committee, not to mention Jim Hernandez. We share a passion for not just the community, but that beautiful soul music that we so enjoy. First, I would like to thank KKUP, all the veteranos who laid it down, the foundation for the radio station there. I'd like to think that me, along with the Homeboy Mad, are carrying on the torch. And of course, to Big JJ, 30 years, man. Laid down the foundation for the new breed. Gotta give a shout out to Chucky, holding it down as well. And you know, one of the greatest accomplishments I gotta say that I have achieved, or me and the Homeboy Matt have achieved with the Block to Block radio show, is that we are bridging the gap between the politicized and the non-politicized. We're pushing you know, community involvement with our program. The second accomplishment that we have accomplished greatly is, man, we're breaking stereotypes and making new ones. The educated homeboy, the loving father who's taking care of his kids and his community. That's what we're pushing. And the third accomplishment that I really am proud of is that even though we are a Chicano-based talk show, we are multi-ethnic. We have multi-ethnic listeners, man. I get calls, emails from, you know, Caucasians, Anglos, Güeros, whatever you want to call them, Chinos, asking a simple question: what does gente mean? Or they're asking us, you know, the thing that's most proud is that our conversation is taken to the airwaves. A lot of times people have the stereotype of how we act and how we think. Until you listen to the Block to Block show, you'll really know what the Chicano mind is all about. And we give up the groundwork for folks to tune in. Thank you.
This next one is going out to Jose Manuel, the Homeboy Mad, Valle. Jose Manuel, the Homeboy Mad, Valle is a Chicano activist from Eastside San Jose and has been involved in the community since the No on HR 4437, Immigrants' Rights May Day, March in 2006. The Homeboy Mad has since been involved in various marches, rallies, protests, and causes from Frank Torres's Pop's Mini Mart mural to the movement for No on Proposition 6. The Homeboy Mad has also written articles for both Silicon Valley, Debug, and Street Low magazine, covering topics ranging from drug and alcohol recovery, Chicano identity, community issues, lowrider car shows, Chicano history and culture. Together with fellow writer and Eastside San Juan native David Madrid, the Homeboy Mad has contributed to a weekly radio talk show on 98.5 KKUP titled Block to Block Radio for more than 2 years. The radio talk show covers community issues, police brutality, Christian events, current events, with the side of Chicanismo and classic soul music. Jose Manuel, the Homeboy Mad, Valle.
It was never my dream to be a part of radio. I never pursued it or anything like that. I was supposed to be just a one-day guest. I had just some time for a political rally that we had on Cinco de Mayo. It was known as the Eastside Six individuals that got locked up because of that. I was one of them, got released, was supposed to tell my story on the show, and ended up being a permanent guest ever since. It's now been over 2 years. You know, it feels honored because I never thought of myself ever being a part of something like this. JJ Amaya is a legend. You know, I'm still a baby shark in the game, you know what I mean? Only been here a couple years doing radio. We should all just keep this going. It's a very good thing for our gente.
Well, I just feel honored. I didn't even think you know what I mean? You feel me? Growing up and doing the thing that I do, you feel me? I never really thought that I would be honored, eh? So it definitely is an honor, you know what I'm saying, to be honored, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the best at speaking, you know what I mean, in front of millions of people all the time, you know what I mean? But, you know, like I said, I'm very honored to be, you know what I mean, a part of this thing, you know, honoring JJ, Amaya, all those that came before us, of course, you know what I'm saying? You know, I want to say big, you know, gracias to, you know, Jim from Time War Records, Patricio, all the Northern Soleros that, you know, been there for us, you know what I'm saying? Street Low Magazine, you know what I mean? Right here, David Madrid, that took me under his wing, you know what I mean? I came fresh out of county. I was supposed to be, you know what I mean, just a guest for one day, you know what I mean, on the show, on Block to Block, and I ended up being there every week since, you know what I mean? So, gracias for having me here, and, you know, let's keep this thing alive.
I'm tripping out on people with this mic because everybody wants to hold it. I wanted to say, man, this ain't a 40, you know. Just kidding, man, just kidding. I'm bringing back up DJ Jose and DJ La Cruz for the next presentation. Maestro.
AKA Quinkui in the house, baby.
AKA DJ La Cruz in the house. Anyway, here we go with Frank Perez.
We're talking about 40?
At the age of 15, I don't know if that was 15, I think it was 13, Frank. Anyway, what is one of the San Jose youngest mobile DJs, playing the various wedding and birthday parties throughout the South Bay. In 1990, he became a volunteer at the San Jose State Radio on the Chicanos students format called La Cosa Nueva, which later became Radio Aztlan. He is still a volunteer at the station currently on Monday mornings 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. Frank has helped to promote events on his show and volunteered his talent of DJ service at various fundraisers, events in around the Bay Area. Frank still maintains his mobile DJ service and fascinating sounds played for private parties nearly every weekend. At any time you're at the next fundraiser car show, look for Frank. And actually, he had one this morning, 9 a.m. He worked last night, and he was there on a toy drive this morning. And he set up for a quinceañera this evening. So in between, Here he is, every day, every weekend. So Frank Perez, with honor, I'm privileged to honor you with this award, Chicano Broadcasting.
It's an honor to be recognized in, in the Chicano community and other organizations. I think it's awesome. It's very good, you know. This is really funny because we're not used to being in front of all you people. Normally we talk to you out in the microphone on the radio. You don't realize how much people are out there, but I just want to thank everybody for coming out, showing your support. And, we just got to keep educating the youngsters, I figure I'm 41. I started when I was 14. And I'm going to do this until I can't move no more, So that's it, man. And be honest with you, yeah, I did do that quinceañera. I went and set up a quinceañera. I DJ'd for the NorCal Dukes toy drive this morning, and I was running back and forth, but I made it out here, thank God. And tomorrow, I'm actually DJing at Street Wheel Magazine's car show in the morning, so I gotta leave here and go back to the quinceañera, finish that up, and then, but the job goes on, right? That's how we do it, right? So Monday morning, if you guys want to check it out, we reach all over the Bay Area or around the world. Check us out, 90.5 FM, KSJS. Radio Aslan, we put it down on the airwaves, and we play all the rare and hard to find oldies, Mexican traditional music, and high energy and freestyle. And I want to give a special shout out to Jim Hernandez for making this possible today. Thank you, Jim. If it wasn't for Jim, you guys probably wouldn't know who me and Hero and Bobby are, so thank you guys. And great shout out for Richard Torres, the guy on the turntable, CD players, he's the man. Thank you guys, thank you. Congratulations to all the other DJs as well.
Oh, this is the beer. Hey,
Hey, my beer, hey.
All right, next up is another couple that has been with the committee helping us out from day one. She's been helping us out, and Freddie came along later. I want you to welcome Corina and Freddie. And Freddie borrowed my suit because I kind of got a little late, so I dressed him tonight, though. Bad outfit. Where's the brim, man?
Good evening, everyone. Wow, this is such an honor to be here, everyone, with you guys this evening. So many brown, beautiful people under one roof. For all you my soul brothers, take a look and check out your ladies. They look firme, don't they? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Brown, beautiful people. The next award is going to Robert Chucky Salinas. Chucky Love. Chucky is a Chicano born and raised in San Jose. He has a love for music and helping people. He started attending Ohlone College in 2004. He has received certificates for studio operations and air personality. Chucky has worked with 89.3 KOHL as an air talent and is currently co-producing the Lowriding with JJ show. He has also worked with well-known radio stations such as 91.5 FM, KKUP 98.1, KISS FM, Wild 94.9 FM, and CBS Radio, KFRC FM. Dang, Chucky, you get around? In addition, Chucky has volunteered for Firehouse Ministries, working with Pastor Sony, making a change in a positive direction for our youth. So it is my great pleasure to bring Chucky and giving this award to you, Chucky Love.
What got me interested in radio was the Doghouse at 94.9 and hearing them joke around and do pranks, and that's what I wanted to do. And I became friends with them, and it was a real experience, and I wanted to keep pushing forward. And I asked who was the best radio programming show in the Bay Area. And they told me KOHL in Fremont. So here I am today. It's a great honor. I am blown away about how many people and listeners we have here. I cannot believe where we're getting callers from, Nevada, New Mexico, Texas. One that really touched me the other day was on Veterans Day. Homeboy called up on a battleship. He was out on the Indian Ocean, and I was just floored by that. And we kind of united a family on air.
Damn, it's a trip seeing all you guys in front of me. I'm like, do this blind, so I don't get to see anybody when we're on the mic, just like Frank said. It's a trip watching. It feels awkward. It's like I'm got my birthday suit on or something, you know what I mean? But I gotta thank God. He's the one that inspired me to do this, you know? And KOHL and JJ, bro. He's the one he's the reason we're here, you know what I'm saying? And, it's an honor to be up here. I appreciate all you guys. You guys are looking sharp. Homeboy stole my suit. I was trying to get that, but damn, you look bad, bro. But I appreciate it. You guys are great. I love you guys. And don't be shy. Come say hi to me. I'll talk to you. Let's party.
All right, next up, we have Rosie Maramontes. She's coming to do a presentation that I'm not even aware of, but then we'll be presenting the final awards for tonight.
About 10 or 15 minutes ago, Jim told me, I don't like surprises, Rosie. What are you doing? And his wife told me, nope, he sure doesn't like surprises. And he asked several of the committee members, what is a special presentation? That wasn't part of what we were doing. Well, guess what? Irene and I took care of the program, so sorry, Jim, we put something in. Anyway, the next presentation I want to make to a very special man. He's been DJing since he was in junior high for about 10 or 15 years. He's taken a lot of the DJs around the Bay Area under his wings, and he's really pushed them out there, gave them encouragement, been there for a lot of people. He's also a business owner, and I'm proud to say he is the founder of our 30-year Chicano Broadcasting Committee. And can I have the award? I'd like to read this, please. Jim, I might need your glasses for this. Jim, can you stay up here, please? And the rest of the committee, can you guys come up here or stand up here, please? Rest of the committee. JJ, can you come up here, please? I'd like to read this. And Sally, can you come up here, please, Sally?
Avi, can you?
We'd like to present to Jim Hernandez, Time Warp Music, in recognition as the founder of the 30 years of Chicano Broadcasting Committee for your outstanding dedication as a sponsor, disc jockey, and individual contributing your services in our local communities to assist Chicano youth reach their goals through higher education. Thank you, Jim. A greater Chicana woman. Sally Hernandez.
Get a room.
I don't want to prolong this because I want to move on to this thing, and I really appreciate this, but I wish I could give one of these to everyone that's standing here with me because they all contributed to this. Like I said, we're going to look back at this with a lot of work. It's kind of like we were on a TV series that got, we got a long running year, and our year was not renewed with ABC, so we got dropped. So we're looking for another network, but I can honestly say JJ and I go back quite a ways, but I just met a few like Corina within the last couple of years, and then Rita off and on with the Bay Bombs doing the events there. Susie, Teresa, and Grace, and these are all new. Maria de la Cruz, I've known her sister for a long time, and never knew she had a sister, and then all of a sudden I find out she's got a sister, and not only that, she's a DJ. And then, of course, Rosie was with us in the beginning. Quickly, got to meet him along the way. Felipe, we've known each other for long. And then Sylvia and Abe. And then there's other people that were also involved in this that I've met along the way. Gilbert's Auto Body, he's been very generous in helping support this. Tom from Tom's Flowers, we really appreciate him doing all this with us. At every event that we've did, he's come and done the decoration. So I accept this on that honor. And then, of course, my wife, I better not forget her because I'll be sleeping on the couch. But she, for allowing me to do this. And Rosie Martinez always says this all the time. Your wife she puts up with a lot because you're always working. I'm working it's dark outside to when it's dark when they get home, and it's like nonstop, and I work every Saturday and Sunday as well. So thank you again.
After 30 years to be recognized, it's truly an honor for me because it's not an academy that designed these awards. This came together by the listeners, the people that have supported the show over the last 30 years. This is extremely important to me because I don't get paid for what I do. And knowing that commercial radio has bypassed a lot of these people that are here tonight, this is a sold out event that continues to grow. And so the Chicano personalities, air personalities in radio broadcasting that were honored here tonight, we all do the same thing. We all try to address the issues of the community and to be a voice for the community where there is no current voice. So this is an amazing, amazing opportunity for all of us. For me, this is extremely important because this is being recognized by my peers, by the people that support me, who I have never left, and they have never left me.
Good evening, everybody, and congratulations to all the DJs. JJ, without you, without your help, without your voice in the radio, I have heard from here to there, from east to west, and all over. Y te quiero decir que te quiero mucho. I want to thank you, and I would like to present. I said I wasn't going to cry. Anyway, JJ Amaya, in honor of your excellence of the 30 years of Chicano broadcast system at 89.3 FM, KOHL, I would like to say how proud I am of you. And so is on behalf of my grandchildren that are here, Tiana Martinez, Daniel Martinez, and my godchild, Jessica, on behalf of them too, they got a year in the radio for you too. So on behalf of them and myself, and also Tri-City, because without you and gente out there listening to you, with the help that I do, I wouldn't be able to do it without you and without the Bombers, the Car Club. So on behalf of us, and of course, Tri-City, I would like to present this to you.
Okay, we have another special presentation from JJ's brother before we go on to Karina and Fred. Okay.
Right, I want to thank everybody for coming. A lot of you have grown up with us since we were young, went to elementary school, Catholic school, James Logan. I have something that I made for my brother. It comes from my heart, from me, from my family, and I know it's from all of you also. This is what it is.
I met JJ many moons ago when I first moved to the Bay Area, and he was my first friend. And when I say first friend, also that means our beloved Sheila, his sister. She was my first best friend. Those of you who know the Amaya family, we all know their ups and downs. We know the tragedy that had happened in their life with JJ's sister. And this is a great honor for me just to be here with JJ after so many years, because not only is he my best friend, but he's like my brother, because Sheila was like my sister. And everybody knows that when I start talking about JJ and Sheila, I can go on, and they said, don't cry, and I ain't gonna cry. But anyways, JJ, I just want to thank Mr. and Mrs. Amaya to accept me and receive me like a daughter in their family many years ago. And without them, of course, we wouldn't have JJ. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Lonnie. And of course, this next award, JJ. If your sister Cheetah was here, I think she'd be standing right next to me.
JJ was born in a Navy hospital in San Diego, California, while his father was stationed there on May 19, 1961, making him a Taurus bull. He was raised in the Dakota district of Union City, California. Dakota is a community, a kalpuli. Well, he grew up playing various sports and graduated from James Logan High in 1979. 4 months after he graduated, he was given the opportunity to take over a community access show on KOHL, hosted by his then boss, Juan Villegas. JJ was working as a youth leader, counselor at Cura Incorporated. Juan later advised JJ that it was through a heartfelt feeling that he had about him and his love of people and community that made him ask JJ to take over the Éxitos Mexicanos show. Within a very short time, JJ not only took over the show, but changed the format to something that had proven to be a need for the Chicano community. Simón. Now, 30 years later, that love of people and community has allowed many to share thousands of dedications, requests, interviews, announcements, songs, and promotions. This responsibility helped him mature and develop himself to be a positive role model for younger Chicanos. His show has evolved from being pre-recorded to a live on-air format. It also went from being a half-hour show to a full 2 hours. In the 30 years he has been on, he has only missed 9 shows. That's love. JJ has never earned a penny for this radio endeavor. He has a love for what he does and a true spirit of community, and therefore has humbly accepted a recognition dance in his honor, as long as no one is allowed to profit from any participation in it. JJ has requested that any proceeds collected beyond those costs of the event are to be made available for educational scholarships in the name of the Lowriding with JJ Show Scholarship Fund. ¡Qué corazón, huh?
We want to read, I want the committee members up here as well, because we all have been working for this. I want to read what is on here. This is a 2009 Chicanos in Broadcasting Award, presented to JJ Amaya, the Lowriding with JJ show, 89.3 KOHL from 1979 to 2009. In celebration of his 30-year anniversary and for his commitment to serving as a voice of the community while promoting a positive role model to all who listen.
Double J!
Thank you, and what an honor. But unlike the other DJs that are still young and fresher at this than I am, I had to write something down.
That's pure crystal, so I had to hand it over.
Watch it, the homeboys are here. I'd like to start off by saying I am very humbled today to be in your presence and receive this recognition. First, I have to thank Diosito. You never know when you're going to be given a blessing. Next, I want to thank my family, my mom and my dad, my nephew Robbie, my cousins that are here from San Jose. I'm glad and honored that you're here. It means the world to me. My closest friends, Teresa Soto, Cynthia Camacho that is not here, Susie Gomez. Susie Gomez is the madrina of my zoot suit. Her and her familia. Thank you, Susie. Corina Vidal, Sylvia Cázares, Miss Belinda Escobedo that is sitting in the back, Tommy Gudino that is not here this evening. And these people have always been there for me. And when I found myself in sorrow times, I placed a needed phone call to them, and they helped pick me up. So even Lowriding with JJ needs help sometimes, and these people have been my backbone and my strength when I've needed it in my times of weakness. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor for me to introduce to you the man that gave me the opportunity to be on the radio and to create the Lowriding with JJ show. In 1979, Mr. Juan Villegas.
Buenas noches a todos. I am proud of JJ, And I didn't think that the decision that I made a long time ago would have this much impact. I mean, this is amazing. This is beautiful. I remember that I was enrolled at Ohlone College. I was a student. And I remember Jose Hurtado, Jim Landavazo, a few other teachers that were all into the Chicano movement. They wanted to start a Chicano broadcasting station. So they did, and they asked me if I wanted to do it, and I said, sure, why not? I was ready to do something because I wanted to learn more. The show was called Éxitos Mexicanos, because that's the way that it was started. And I did it for about a year or so, and then what happened is that I was working for the KOHL drug program. That's where I met JJ, because I hired him when we had a youth program right here on 10th Street in Union City. And I was very impressed with JJ's performance and how he used to work with the kids in the community. And it got to the point where I was promoted to executive director of the KOHL drug program, and my responsibilities got greater, and I couldn't handle the broadcasting station and many other things. So I observed JJ, and I saw that he had it in him. I saw something in him, and I felt that this guy can do it, because he was on for the raza, and me being an old vato from the Union City community también, when I used to run the streets there, you know, I thought, this is what the community needs. And so I asked him, he said yes. I remember we went to the station, I just showed him how to run the controls and what had to be done, and he took over. And like he mentioned in his story here, he turned that program into the Lowriding program it is now. Y tiene más éxito than what I ever did. So that's good, because he reached out to the young people, and he reached out to the community, and look at what's happened now. This is tremendous. I mean, I'm really proud of you, JJ, and I know that, you know, this isn't the end. You're gonna keep going and going, and like we say in Spanish, te aventaste. So keep it up, JJ. And I want to thank everybody for this special program and for having this event here. And I say keep it going, because this is what the community needs. Thank you very much.
Muchas gracias, Juan. I appreciate that. I want to say thank you to Ohlone College and to KOHL. And the KOHL staff couldn't make it here tonight, but there is a representative, and you probably have heard Chucky and I talk to him right before he comes on the air, and that's LB. LB, stand up for a minute. LB in the house. And just in case you didn't know, LB stands for Lunchbox. I want to thank all the listeners of the Lowriding with JJ show. There's another special friend that is here tonight. Her name is Kathleen Elliott. And Kathleen, just stand up there for a second. Kathleen is a very dear friend of mine. Not only is she a friend, Kathleen is a mentor to me, and she's a life coach. And she's done more for me than she'll ever know. And I just want to say thank you for being here, Kathleen. I appreciate it. Two of my soul brothers are here, and they're soul brothers that we've worked on so many different projects. They are Eddie X. Ramirez and Enrique Romero. So often, we've worked to change the community, and things have happened around the kitchen table with these guys that have impacted this community and changed people's lives. And thank you, Eddie and Enrique, for both being here. Muchas gracias. I want to thank all the members of the armed forces, for without them, we wouldn't be here having this. To all the veterans that are here tonight, thank you. to Centro de Servicios, Jaime Jaramillo and the staff. You know, Jaime was very kind in saying when we needed a 501c3 number for the nonprofit for putting together this event, Jaime was there in a minute and said, hey, you take care of it and you use our number. I want to mention in a mentor and special friend of mine who is deceased right now, but I know is looking down on us, and he's one of the baddest Chicanos to me that ever came out of Union City, and that is Ricardo Wheaties Gonzalez. I miss him dearly. I served with him on the board of directors of Centro de Servicios for 12 years, and you know, watched him do so much in the community. I went to school with his kids. I played sports with his kids, and man, I miss you, Wheaties. The committee, Rosie and Jim, you know, that they brought this together, and they were like the backbone of this committee. And it was just like, man, the work and the time and the effort and the commitment that they put in was tremendous and deserves a round of applause just in their leadership. A special thank you to Gracie Rodriguez. Gracie Rodriguez was our treasurer and was taking care of all of our books. Gracie found out that she had a medical problem and will be undergoing some surgery, and we need all your prayers for her because her surgery will be a little bit later this month. And it just means the world that you're here and able to be here and share this with us. Thank you, Gracie, so much. It wouldn't be the same if you weren't here. That's what I'm trying to say. You're that special to us, Gracie. I want to thank the new friends that I have found through this event. You know, there's so many new people that came to the events, the fundraisers that we had through the summer months, and they were all sold out, sometimes before the tickets were printed, much like this one. So to all the new friends that I have because of this committee, thank you very much. Especially to Rosie and Sergio Martinez and all the great work that they've done. Thank you, Rosie and Sergio and their kids. Tremendous. Through this, I met a new girlfriend. Her name is Alejandra. You see me walk in with her. And Alejandra and Rita Mijares, these two ladies right here whipped me into shape. In the last 2.5 months, I've lost 15 pounds, and together, we probably walked over 100 miles. So thank you to you. Oh yeah, and Rita stepped up and took over the role of treasurer as soon as Gracie could no longer do it. So Rita, thank you very much for stepping up for the committee and doing that. I pray that we prepare our youth for the one opportunity that may come their way and may change their lives forever. What does an opportunity look like? For me, it looked like a boss who shared an idea with me and asked if I was interested in taking over a radio show. You never know what an idea is going to look like that comes your way, an opportunity. You know who I want to thank? I want to thank everybody out there that's been involved in the lowriding lifestyle. A lifestyle that represents the Chicanada. I want to thank the Bank Bombs and La Familia Car Clubs for their support. No Conspiracy. To all the people that I grew up with, including those that are no longer here, like my sister. I thank them all for sharing our youth, our memories, and our lives. Being a part of them kept me from growing too far beyond them. I'm just a homeboy from Dakota. I carry I carry all the tragedies and history of what and who we are within me. And perhaps this is why I have never given up. My dream is for all our youth to have a wealthier path, not necessarily in the way of money, but in the blessings of culture, education, and pride. That they believe in themselves and not want their closest misguided friends what their close misguided friends think they should be. They need to keep their minds open and aware of the opportunity that may come before them. I want to thank all the recipients tonight for doing what they do. Everybody that received an award here, thank you for what you do on the radio. Thank you for your contribution to La Chicanada, because it takes all of us through the vehicle of radio and the airwaves that we're able to touch the many that we do. And there should be a channel that is easily paved for us, but there hasn't been, so we do it our way. And this is the way we've been doing it, and it will continue to happen. I want to thank the sponsors. I want to thank the artists and the record collectors that continue to collect the music that these artists have put before. And I want Tommy, where's Tommy Siquero? Tommy is a music collector here, and Tommy has brought many collectors to the Lowriding with JJ show. And a lot of times they bring music that you haven't even had a chance to purchase yet. It's part of their own personal collections, and someday we'll have a shot at them. And thank you, Tommy, for bringing those collectors to the Lowriding with JJ show. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, I have to mention my co-producers from the Lowriding with JJ show, and I have a box of that I had brought. And while we're getting that box, I'd like to recognize Dr. Bernie Gonzalez. Dr. Bernie is a manager for the band Malo, also involved with, just so much going on in the South Bay. And what is the name of I'm just lost right now. The website where we can find out information about everything you're doing, Dr. Bernie. Voices of Latin Rock. He just brought El Chicano to the Bay Area. How about a round of applause for Dr. Bernie? In the years that I've been on the radio, I've had the opportunity to have some of the best co-producers that have helped out with the show. You might recognize some of these names as I read them. And I know Antonio Gutierrez, Little Suavecito, is not here tonight, but Antonio Gutierrez was a co-producer that was with me for a few years, and it was fantastic. Miss Felicia Coronado, if you're here, Felicia, could you please come forward? Danielle Garcia. Felicia is not here yet. Oh, I'm sorry, Mina, I didn't see you. I'm looking down at the paper and looking around. You snuck up on me here. Felicia Coronado was involved with the Lowriding with JJ show after Antonio could no longer be there. So I just wanted to present you with this certificate for the years that you were there with me, Mina. Thank you. Miss Danielle Garcia. Thank you, Danielle. Humberto Mesa is in Southern California, and he's not here. He's working in the movie industry now. And let's see, Miss Erica Bermudez is not here. I couldn't get a hold of her, and I tried desperately, and I could not find her. Margarita Galvan, is Margarita here? All right, and of course, my current co-producer and partner in crime on the radio right now. You know him as Chucky Love. Chucky, I have a little certificate for you up here, bro, that is just an honor for me to give to my co-producers. I know this is getting a little long-winded, so I'm gonna wrap it up pretty quick here. Chucky, this is for you, carnal. Thank you so much, for being there, the years that you've been there. And let me just say, when you first came up, and the counselor sent him to me, said, go talk to JJ. And when he came up, he's all, hey, are you JJ? And I said, what did I do? What I did? I thought he was there to hurt me, man. But nah, Chucky's just one smooth, easygoing dude, man. So thank you, carnal. Right on, Chuck. For all of us, we say thank you for this honorable day, one of to be documented and remembered in history. We have been a radio show that has flown under the radar, and we have done something that could not have been planned. I probably could have accepted one of those interests in commercial radio, although I may have been paid for that opportunity. No amount of money can give me the feeling that I have right here, right now, with the support of all of you. We are who we are, and you are here today to reflect the support that the Lowriding with JJ show has had for the last 30 years. In closing, I'm honored to say to you that no individual will prosper from this event in a monetary way. Every dollar will be accounted for, and that money will be used to fund scholarships for Chicano students. One last thing before I go. There are sayings that my dad brought me up with. And one of those sayings that I grew up with from the time that I was a kid was my dad would tell me, dime quién son tus amigos y te digo quién eres. Tell me who your friends are and I'll tell you who you are. Dad, these are all my friends. And they make me who I am.